Welcome all to the lecture on Engineering Mathematics 2, MA 8251, Unit 1 Matrices. In this section, we are going to discuss Section 4, Diagonalization of Matrices. So, we are going to diagonalize the given matrix. So, if we are given a square matrix A with linearly independent eigenvectors, then we can find a matrix P such that P inverse AP is a diagonal matrix. So first we have to find a corresponding matrix P with the eigenvectors. So the matrix P is formed using the eigenvectors of the given matrix A. And this matrix is said to be modal matrix. So to find P first, then take the P inverse. That is, we know that the P inverse value is adjoint of P by modulus of P. And if you are taking the product P inverse AP, we are going to obtain a matrix D, which is a diagonal matrix. Okay, so if a square matrix is given of order n, then that matrix has n independent eigenvectors. Then we can form a matrix P using those eigenvectors such that P inverse AP is a diagonal matrix. So consider a square matrix of order 3. Then it has 3 eigenvalues, lambda 1, lambda 2, lambda 3. Corresponding eigenvectors are x1, x2 and x3. Now we are going to write the matrix using the eigenvectors. That is, the first column is the x1 eigenvector, second eigenvector is x2 and third eigenvector is x3. So form a matrix using the eigenvectors, which is denoted by our matrix P. Now after finding P inverse AP, we can obtain a diagonal matrix. Diagonalization of a matrix. So let A be a square matrix. Then we can form a non-singular matrix P. So a non-singular matrix is said to be the determinant of the matrix is not equal to 0. Since if we are finding P inverse, the determinant should not be equal to 0. Then only we can obtain P inverse value. So a non-singular matrix is said to be the determinant value is not equal to 0. Okay, so given a square matrix, we are going to form a non-singular matrix P and P inverse for that matrix. Take the product of P inverse AP, we can get the diagonal matrix D. Note that the matrix P, which diagonalizes the given matrix A, is called the modal matrix. So the matrix which helps to diagonalize A is said to be the modal matrix, which is the corresponding eigenvectors matrix. Okay. The resultant diagonal matrix is called the spectral matrix. Sometimes it is said to be spectral or diagonal. Now the diagonal matrix has the elements only in the principal diagonal. So you all know that diagonal matrix has elements only in the diagonal, other elements are 0. Okay. So 0, only in the diagonal we have the elements, remaining elements are 0. So this is the diagonal matrix. The diagonal elements must be the eigenvalues of the given matrix A. So after finding the eigenvalues and solving for diagonal matrix, in the diagonal matrix we obtain the diagonal elements as eigenvalues. The matrix which diagonalizes A has eigenvectors. So I have already said the eigenvectors of A is written in the matrix form, which is said to be our capital P. Now similarity of matrices. A square matrix A cap of order n is called similar to a square matrix A of order n if P inverse AP equal to A cap. If we are going to find P inverse AP and obtain another square matrix A cap, then the matrix A and A cap are said to be similar. The transformation of A by a non-singular matrix P to A cap is called similarity transformation. Since we are given a matrix A and we have found a matrix, model matrix P and P inverse, if we obtain P inverse AP to another matrix A cap, then that transformation from A to A cap is called similarity transformation. Note that if a matrix A cap is similar to matrix A, then A and A cap has same eigenvalues. Two matrices has same eigenvalues. Now powers of a matrix. This diagonalization of a matrix is very useful for obtaining powers of a matrix. If we want to find the power of A power 5 or A power 10, then diagonalization process is very useful for finding the powers of the given matrix. Now A be a square matrix, then we are going to find a matrix P called model matrix such that P inverse AP is a diagonal matrix. Now take the square of this expression, that is D into D. So D into D gives P inverse AP into P inverse AP. Okay. Now solving this, we get P inverse A square P. Similarly, D cube P inverse A cube P, and in general D power n is P inverse A power n P. So this is very important expression. Using this expression only, we are going to find the powers of the given matrix. So to find the given powers of the given matrix, first we should find D power n, given by the expression P inverse A power n into P. So to obtain the power of matrix, in this expression, pre multiply by P, that is in the front multiply by P, and post multiply by P inverse. So D power n P, P inverse. Similarly in the right side also, pre multiply by P and post multiply by P inverse. Okay. So this gives I matrix and this gives I. So I into A power gives A power n. Therefore, A power n is P D power n P inverse. So this is the value to find the power of the matrix, where D power n is lambda 1 power n 0 0 0, lambda 2 power n 0 0 0, lambda 3. Since diagonal matrix is the matrix with diagonal elements or the eigen values. This is our diagonal matrix. So D power n is taking the power to n. Now working procedure to obtain A power n. First find the eigenvalues and find the eigenvectors corresponding to the eigenvalues. Form the model matrix P using the eigenvectors. Find the diagonal matrix using the expression P inverse AP and obtain D power n. Then the final step is substitute in A power n equal to P D power n P inverse. Now we will see a problem. Find the matrix P which transforms the matrix A to the diagonal form and hence calculate A power 4. So we are going to form a matrix P which helps to transform to a diagonal form of the given matrix A and then calculate A power 4. Now form the characteristic equation. You know that in the previous classes you would have seen characteristic equation is given by A minus lambda I equal to 0. So in the A matrix, subtract by lambda I. That is, A matrix is 1 1 3 1 5 1 3 1 1 minus lambda I. I is the unit matrix, so lambda 0 0 0 lambda 0 0 0 lambda. So if we subtract this, we get this matrix. After solving, taking the determinant and solving, we get the expression as lambda cube minus 7 lambda square plus 36 equal to 0, and the corresponding eigenvalues are, solving this expression, we get the eigenvalues as minus 2, 3 and 6. Now corresponding to each eigenvalue, we should find the eigenvector. So eigenvector is obtained by the expression A minus lambda I into X equal to 0. So this is A minus lambda I matrix, this is X matrix, equate to 0. So first form the equations, first row, first column. So we get 1 minus lambda into X plus Y plus 3Z equal to 0. Similarly, 1 into X plus 5 minus lambda into Y plus Z equal to 0. And the third row, 3x plus y plus 1 minus z, 1 minus lambda into z equal to 0. Okay. So in the three equations, if we first apply the first eigenvalue lambda equal to minus 2, we get this three equations. Now we want to solve the values of x, y and z. Now to find the values of x, y, z, take the equation 1 and 2. Write the coefficient from the second variable. See, in the first equation, the coefficient of y is 1. So write the coefficient of y here, and then coefficient of z, again coefficient of x, coefficient of y. This is from the equation 1. Now from equation 2, write the coefficient of y, z, x, y. So from the second term, you should write 7, 1, 1, 7, and taking the cross multiplication. So x divided by 1 minus 7, 3, 21. Y divided by, take the cross multiplication, 3 minus 3. Z divided by 21 minus 1. So we get x by minus 20, y by 0 and z by 20. So divide by 20 throughout. We get x by minus 1, y by 0 and z by 0. Z by 1. So the eigenvectors are minus 1, 0, 1. Similarly for the second eigenvalue, the eigenvectors are 1, minus 1, 1. And for the third eigenvalue lambda equal to 6, the eigenvectors are 1, 2 and 1. Hence the three eigenvectors are, this corresponds to x1 and this is x2 and this is x3. Now form the model matrix P such that the first column is x1 matrix, minus 1, 0, 1. Second column is 1, minus 1, 1. Third column is 1, 2, 1. So this is our model matrix P. So this is model matrix or transformation matrix. Now find P inverse. Since you know 1 by modulus P into adjoint of P. Take the adjoint matrix and divide by modulus P, determinant of P. So this is P inverse. Now find P inverse A, P. Taking the product, we get the matrix as minus 2, 0, 0, 0, 3, 0, 0, 0, 6, which is our diagonal matrix D. Here note that the diagonal elements are minus 2, 3, 6, which are our eigenvalues. So note that in the diagonal matrix, we should obtain our diagonal elements as eigenvalues. Now we are going to form A power 4 matrix. Before that, we have to find D power 4 and substitute in the expression A power 4 equal to P D power 4 P inverse. We can obtain A power 4. Since D power n is P inverse A power n P. Replace n by 4, we get D power 4 is P inverse A power 4 P. Okay. So first we are finding D power 4, or we know that D power n matrix is lambda 1 power n 0 0 0 lambda 2 power n 0 0 0 lambda 3 power n. So in this matrix also we can replace n by 4. So we get minus 2 power 4, 3 power 4, 6 power 4. So this is D power 4 matrix. Now substitute in this equation. A power 4 is P, D power 4 P inverse. Now this is P value, P matrix. That is D power 4 matrix, and this is P inverse matrix. After solving this, we obtain the power of 4 as this matrix. So hence we should find first eigenvalues, then find the eigenvectors, form the modal matrix using the eigenvectors, then find P inverse, then form P inverse AP, which gives the diagonal matrix, and if we want to find the powers, then obtain D power 4 and substitute in A power 4. So P D power 4 P inverse. We can obtain the power of the matrix. Thank you.